This weekend sees the opening of the Venice Biennale d'Arte, one of the oldest and most prestigious cultural events in the world, dating back to the end of the 19th century. Set in a city of heritage and history, art lovers will get to see some of the best exhibits in a serene setting. For more than 5 months, Venice's regular tourists and art lovers will be able to get an idea of the state of the world through the prism of artists from across the globe. It's an unmissable event that intends this year, through its programme and generic title, The Milk of Dreams, to re-enchant a world in the midst of ecological and political upheaval. At the exhibition, each country shows artists in its national pavilion. 2 huge spaces in the heart of Venice, I Giardini, or Gardens in English, and the Arsenale, a historical industrial area, host the different exhibitions. The curator of this 59th Biennale, Cecilia Alemani, talks to us about the main theme of this year, the Milk of Dreams.
And it tells the story of this world where that is full of hybrid creatures and magical beings, and it celebrates a sort of freedom of spirit that I missed a lot. Then the title gets interpreted in many different ways, so I won't go into necessarily different interpretations, but I think it shows also the role of the oniric dimension and the sort of surrealism in the show.
Closer to reality, the war launched by Russia against Ukraine has influenced some of the pieces this year. And at the Russian pavilion, emptiness. None of their artists are here. The Ukrainian pavilion, on the other hand, is teeming with life. Artist Pavlo Makov is showing his Fountain of Exhaustion, Aqua Alta, which was being shown in Kyiv just as Russia invaded Ukraine in February. It was miraculously reconstructed in Italy in record time, but Makov's thoughts are very much anchored back at home.
Well, you know, I was born in Russia, but since 3 years old I'm living in Ukraine, and for me the citizenship, actually for all of us in Ukraine, citizenship means practically everything. It's an Ukrainian pavilion, you know, it's like any other pavilion. It's first of all representation of the country, and I felt myself much more a citizen at that point than an artist. Like I'm always saying that behind any kind of war there is always a cultural conflict, and that's what we have definitely now.
As art imitates life, it's impossible to be at the Biennale this year and not see signs of support for Ukraine from artists across the world. The event will continue in Venice until September.